Well, this is pretty exciting. I'm not at Roebuck Engineering, I'm not at home in the garage, I'm not on some remote beach in Australia. I'm on my way to India. It's a quick fly-in, fly-out trip where I'm only going to be there for 2 days maximum. I'm going to be at the Mahindra Research Valley as well as the Mahindra SUV Proving Track. Not 100% sure yet what we've got entailed, but I've got a lot of filming to do. It's going to be a lot of exciting stuff. I've got a 14-hour flight ahead of me going through Singapore with Singapore Airlines. I love India and I can't wait to show you around. Well, hello from Changi Airport. Just completed the first leg of the trip to Chennai, which is an 8-hour flight from Brisbane to Singapore. I've now got a 5-hour layover, which I was hoping to go to the Jewel, but I've just heard that you need to go outside of the terminal to be able to access that. So maybe what I'll do instead is I'll just check out some food, some of the stores, and see what I can find in this massive airport. Well, that's it. That's the 2 legs of my journey complete. I'm now in Chennai, made my way through customs. I'm just here at the baggage claim, about to grab my camera gear, and then I just need to find my driver and make my way to the hotel. Well, finally at the hotel. That was a monster day. 1 hour from the airport to the hotel here, 24 hours from home to the hotel. It's actually midnight here now, but 4:30 in the morning at home. So I've got probably 7 hours opportunity to get some sleep before we start at 7 a.m. and then we'll do a big day of filming. I'll catch you then. Well, good morning. Welcome to day 2 of my trip to India with Mahindra Australia. It's 7 a.m. here, which means it's breakfast time. I got sent last night the overview for today, so we're going to start off with some meetings with higher up people and then move on to some lab tours at the Mahindra Research Valley. So it should be a fun day ahead. So I'll jump downstairs and get some breakfast and some coffee. This was really cool. The first stop on our tour showed us how much engineering and thought Mahindra puts into the safety for the XUV700 and Scorpio. The arrows demonstrate where the forces go in an accident, while the white, green and blue colours identify the different grades of steel used to protect you and your family. Okay, so the other cameraman, Sean from Car Expert, and I've been running around getting some sort of cutaway shots while the journalists are in with Philo, who's the head of automotive. And we've just stumbled across, in the middle here of Mahindra Research Valley, is this oasis. It's fantastic. Sean was saying it's kind of like being at Google headquarters, this research valley. Pretty impressive. After some of the most delicious food I've eaten in a long time, we jumped into another tour, this time of the test facilities. It's seriously impressive seeing all the tech they use to refine their SUVs. Most of these tests have been running for over 1 million cycles. Making our way to one of the most impressive soundproof rooms I've ever seen, we got to witness how Mahindra finds rattles and vibrations with this 3D microphone. Well, that was a fun, exciting, huge day at Mahindra Research Valley. Captured a whole bunch of really great videos for the journalists to use in their stories, but really what stood out is we met a whole heap of really passionate engineers that are dedicated to creating first-class, top-notch vehicles. So I'm just downloading all the footage. Everyone's back at their rooms getting freshened up, and we're gonna meet up for dinner at 7:30. Should be a fun night. Well, here we are on day 3 of the Mahindra trip. We're on our way to MSPT, or Mahindra SUV Proving Track, for a day of driving vehicles around with the journalists. So we're at the hotel. We're about to hop in a vehicle to get going to the track. Once we completed our briefing, it was off to the on-road test track, where I got to experience the high-speed parabolic test track, where we got up to 180 kilometers an hour. The G-forces were intense. All right. We're on the 4x4 track, and I'm just making my way to the next position so I can capture them coming over some tyres, the sand, and this rocky little pass with a couple of wheel up sections. It's all happening. It's raining as well, just to make things interesting. So I love running around in the bush and capturing all this stuff, so I'll get up here into position and get them coming through. Wow, what a full-on day. That was absolutely fantastic. We couldn't have crammed any more in. Obviously, I'm running around trying to capture everyone's content for their YouTube channels, so I didn't get a chance to talk to the camera much, but it was fantastic there. MSPT is a massive place, 450 acres of absolute fun, high-speed test track, dynamic handling, all the different surfaces that you could think of to be able to test out the suspension and the comfort, and my favorite, the 4x4 track, which has so many different variety of test tracks, whether it's water crossings, cobblestones, tires, articulation, wheels in the air. It's got everything. I think one of the journalists probably said it best in one of his pieces to camera. It really is like Disneyland for car enthusiasts. An awesome surprise for us and for the journalists was that they organised the tar, and that's something in Australia that we haven't got yet, and something that everyone's really interested in witnessing. All the journalists were blown away when they brought those out. They were sort of hoping that they could see something new and exciting, and they delivered with the tar. So watch this space. I guess there's going to be a whole bunch of videos come out from the Australian journalists around that, but they all really loved it. So make sure you go check their channels out. So the plan now is we're back here at this hotel. We're going to freshen up. Obviously we got all gross and sticky from the heat, and then it rained in the end of the day. So we're going to get freshened up before our flight home. I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone here. I love India. Everyone is so friendly, but all the staff, some of you I remember from last time, you remember me, which was great, but you're just so helpful and so enthusiastic towards getting all our shots and making sure we're accommodated. I'm really looking forward to my next trip in India. It is a fascinating, exciting, colourful place to travel through. Thank you for watching again. Like and subscribe, all that sort of usual stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.